Okay, a quick video about how I wired up a push start button for my riding zero-turn mowers, the Bilt, with the Kohler 7000 series engine. But as you can see, I had the old switch, only 3 positions: off, run, and start. So, but on the back here, you'll see that there's 5 connectors. So start at the top left, you have G for ground, and it's a green wire in this wiring setup. B for battery, and that's your 12-volt power source. It's a red and white wire. And then you have S for start, and that's the orange wire on here. And you have M, which I believe stands for magneto, which essentially is what creates the spark or voltage needed to run your engine. Most lawnmower engines can run without a battery, and then usually a battery source is for engines with, you know, extra things like lights and stuff like that, but or starting in this case. And then the L for, which is basically your load. That's your main power from the batteries, you know, going to everything else on your mower. So in the off position, it's actually going across like this between ground and magneto, so everything's fully grounded. On the magneto, of note, the wire that plugs in here is yellow, which if you look on the diagram, it connects to all your safety features, such as, you know, the seat switch, the brake switch, and things like that that will trip the ground to shut off your engine should any of those have a break in the line. So, you know, if you're trying to engage your blades and start your engine at the same time, that won't work, and that's because it all goes back to that yellow wire is essentially like another ground. So anyways, got my flip up switch, my blades are off, choke's on. I like that this light has an indicator that you got power source going. This is also illuminated, and when I push to start it, this light will actually turn on as well. But before I do that, I'm going to show you underneath what I did for that. So on here is the bottom of the switch. Your green wire is a ground wire coming from the toggle switch. And then I have the main battery going also to the toggle switch. And then a little jumper that goes to the push start button, which is essentially right back here. And then on the other side of that push start button, I have it coming to my blue wire, just as what I had available, but essentially an auxiliary, you know, something to show me that it's a different color than all the other wires. And that's going in to the same plug that the switch was plugged into. So I didn't have to do any special wiring or special cutting. All I did was apply male adapters, terminals on the end of the wire, and plugged it straight in. So we had a start, battery, ground, and then our load, which is right back here. So pretty simple. Everything's grounded and that needs to be grounded. But like I said earlier, when you turn your regular switch, so everything's grounded when it's off, and when you go to run, it goes between battery and load. That's the only 2 pieces that are connected. When you go to start, and your switch will go something like this, where it has battery, load, and start. And then whenever your start key comes off, when the engine's running, it'll go back to battery and load. So, let's give it a whirl. So, works pretty well. As you can see, this light illuminated when I push the start. That shows me, one, that I got power going from the switch to my push start button, because this is illuminated. And then whenever I push it, actually engage it, it shows me that there's power going to the actual starter. So it helped me troubleshoot should I have any issues. Alright, thanks for looking.